Moving on, I'd like to introduce Marco from RingCentral and taking us through this new UC customer journey. And also, from what I've seen of today, there's some exciting news coming out as well. So I'll leave that to Marco to go into more details, but over to you, Marco. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dom, and hopefully everybody can hear me and can see my slides clearly. So thanks, Dom. And welcome everybody. And over the next, I guess I got 10 minutes, I'd like to give you an overview about the RingCentral service provider solution. And I also actually wanted to walk you through a couple of things what we as RingCentral have been seeing over the last couple of quarters ahead of the pandemic, but also actually through the pandemic, and what we expect now after the pandemic. Hopefully that the pandemic is all over very shortly. So a key topic what we have been seeing actually as part of the pandemic is obviously working from home. But what we actually see as well is that there's a huge demand from end customers that they wanted to work from anywhere. And Sunny mentioned that already as part of the roundtable. So at some point when the pandemic is all over, people will go back into the offices, but a lot of people will also actually stay at home. And many others, they expect actually that they can, moving forward, work really from any locations, anywhere, which basically requires that there's secure cloud-based solutions through service provider to serve those needs from the end customer. But that's just one topic what we as RingCentral have seen over the last couple of quarters. There are many more areas where I wanted to touch on. So again, on the remote work, we see actually the need of work from anywhere. And of course, that a video first approach is needed on the product and portfolio from our service provider customers. We have seen also a huge increase on our platform actually on the usage of soft phone capabilities on desktop as well as mobile and tablet applications. And a little bit less actually over the last couple of quarters, obviously on hardware endpoints. And that's because of the driver actually that people are working actually anywhere, working from home and remote locations. What we have seen as well in terms of the IT requirements, that there's a need of self-service scaling applications. So end customers really expect that they can go online, can configure the solution online and get access to a service literally in seconds or minutes, instead of going towards a complicated selling approach. So they wanted to really actually get access to the solution online. And if we focus on the digital motion, as just said, on the e-commerce side, and I think Jet mentioned that as part of his presentation, a lot of the buying decisions are already going to be made online. So that is actually, of course, a need that there's a digital journey available as part of the solution. On the next slide, I really wanted to focus now how we as RingCentral bring this towards the end customer. And I wanted to start on the lower right with a couple of numbers before I actually focus on the left-hand side. So RingCentral as an organization, we have more than 6,000 people globally, and we manage globally 30+ data centers, including our data center here in Germany, or for example, in Amsterdam, Zurich, or in the UK. The solution is available as of today in 100+ countries. And the solution is available towards major brands, major partnerships, what we have been closing in the past. We separate those major partnerships in two segments. The service provider partnerships, where we are working closely today with AT&T, British Telecom, as well as Telus. And we also actually have strategic partnerships with the technology partners, such as Avaya, Atos, and Alcatel-Lucent. So all these key strategic partnerships, they are consolidating their install base towards the RingCentral UCaaS and CCaaS solution to serve their end customers. I'm very excited to announce now that we have been extending the service provider partnerships with Vodafone as of this morning. So this morning we announced that RingCentral and Vodafone are joining partnership where RingCentral becomes the lead unified communication solution for Vodafone's business customers. And also RingCentral's contact center solution is part of this offer, which gives Vodafone capabilities to serve digital channels, for example, WhatsApp, iMessage for business integrations, Twitter or Facebook integrations. It is a mobile-first approach, and the solution will be initially introduced in 2021 within the UK, with many other countries, including Spain, Germany, and Italy, following very soon after the UK launch. If we now shift a little bit the gears actually to look on the RingCentral overall product and portfolio, RingCentral has basically two different offers. On the right-hand side, in blue color, that's the business communication, our UCaaS solution. And within our UCaaS product and portfolio, we separate messaging from video and phone. In short, we call that MVP. On the messaging side, we support all the advanced capabilities, what you can think of in terms of instant messaging, presence, persistent chat, document sharing, desktop sharing, and so forth. On the video side, we are actually supporting point-to-point as well as point-to-multi-point video capabilities, including call recording, native call recording functionalities. And we also recently announced that we have room capabilities with integrations into Polycom Studio X, for example. And on the phone side, it's really everything what you can think of in terms of your classic PBX functionality delivered from the cloud. And all these capabilities together are going to be delivered through a single unified application. If we go back one more time on the phone functionality, we also support very legacy functionalities such as fax messaging, inbound, outbound, as well as native SMS integration as part of the solution. If we focus now on the left-hand side, that's our contact center solution, our UCaaS solution. So everything, when we think about all inbound channels, basically, we separate them from Engage Voice. So this is all the voice channels inbound, from Engage Digital. On Engage Digital, we support today up to 25 different inbound digital channels. As mentioned before, these are channels such as iMessage for business, Twitter integration, Facebook integration, so that an enterprise customer can really serve all the inbound channels from their B2C communications. And on the contact center side, we support all the advanced routing capabilities what an enterprise might have. So all in all, what we are trying to do is that we provide towards the enterprise customer an end-to-end journey, an end-to-end solution to fit all the communication needs. And in particular, on the service provider strategy, we are providing, and we see ourselves as RingCentral as the cloud enablement partner for service providers. We provide actually the entire end-to-end journey. Starting from the buyer's digital-first approach, we provide a complete online journey towards the service provider. The service provider can co-brand with RingCentral. Moving over to next-gen mobility, where we actually have capabilities to integrate our cloud-based solution into the carrier's mobile IMS network, and we can overlay functionalities, as just described on the previous slide, such as digital contact center capabilities. And we are actually involving our cloud solution in an extremely fast pace. We have a minimum of 4 releases per year, and in certain areas, even up to 12 releases, for example, on our mobile clients and tablet clients. And a key differentiator on the lower left is our open ecosystem. We are supporting more than 3,500 third-party applications, which can actually be integrated with RingCentral. All these applications are available today to make sure actually that the service provider can really focus on any vertical in the market where we have integrations already available. And on the right-hand side, if it comes to paying or your customers, what we basically provide is, again, co-branding capabilities. But more importantly, we also actually allow you to bring your own transport into our cloud so that the minutes are staying with you as a service provider. And we also provide migration options. we have built-in migration functionality for existing PBXs in the market. So this makes it very powerful to have a smooth migration from on-prem based to a cloud-based RingCentral solution. Moving on to the second last slide. So I wanted to highlight as well that RingCentral was recently announced by Gartner 6 times in a row now as one of the leaders on the Magic Quadrant, which we are very proud of. And there's continuously innovations that we bring into this solution. And with this, I'd like to wrap it up. And I'm here throughout the day, happy to host any conversations, how we could partner jointly with the service providers here in Germany. And with this, thank you very much, and back to Dom.